So this week, everybody, we've got a beer from Marquette, Michigan, from Blackrocks Brewery. Yep, out of Marquette. That's right. And today we've got Grand Rabbits. Grand Rabbits. I don't know if that's a play on words for Grand Rapids, Michigan. But yes, Blackrocks Grand Rabbits. This is a cream ale. I think it's just a cream ale. It's just a standard cream ale. Their catchphrase is "We love beer, you love beer. Let's get together." They don't have a description on Untappd for this beer, other than the fact that it's 5.5%, has an average rating of 3.64 over just under 17,000 ratings, 24,000 check-ins. But they do say on their can, well, actually, there's two things that it says on their can. One could be on Untappd. I don't know why they don't have it on Untappd. It says, a refreshingly smooth cream ale, ideal for the porch.
Here we go!
FML, I finally ate lunch at 5 p.m. because that's my day.
Oh,
I wanted to just eat my brain at a wall.
oh, Libby, I am so sorry to hear that. 52 months. A year's worth of months. Wait, a year's worth of weeks of months. 52. I don't know what I'm getting at. Hello, Libby. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope the rest of your day goes swimmingly and smoothly. Let's get some love burbs in chat for Libby, everybody. Thank you for your continued support. Hey, that's what I did, Libby. I ate breakfast very early today also. But I did at least get to eat lunch, so I'm sorry to hear that. This is what the can has to say about this beer. A refreshingly smooth cream ale, ideal for the porch, beach, canoe, or campfire, or office live stream, I guess. Made with the pure Lake Superior water. I'm excited. But they do also say on here about their brewery, we at Blackrocks Brewery are proud to call Marquette, Michigan our home. Our name is inspired by the Black Rocks, located just north of town, where natives and visitors have gathered to enjoy Lake Superior for generations. I've never been to Marquette, Michigan, but I'm sure it's lovely. Like most towns that are on Lake Superior, I bet it's amazing, and I would love it. So let's give it a try. Yes, I agree, Eric. You should be allowed. Might have just peaked the mic there a little bit. Yeah, it smells like a beer. Why is the camera not showing up? That's fair, Libby. That's fair. 3-hour court call, though. That is brutal. Oh, I can't wait to put this on the light. Super little tiny bubbles. Tons of little tiny bubbles. Urgent call right after. Dealt with that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, huge, Libby. So it's not a total waste. We're making do, Libby. We're making do. Oh my gosh, why is it so close? Why is the camera so close? Is that just where it has to be? Why is it so close? Well, whatever. I'll just do that. There we go. Now it's in focus. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. Get a picture. I like the can. The can art's very nice. Very cute. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Libby. I spent a lot of time with friends this weekend. Most of this weekend was spent with friends and coworkers. Coworkers that I would call my friends. I didn't really ever hang out with a lot of coworkers before, and this weekend I only hung out with coworkers, and it was a lot of fun. Went to an Irish party festival. I wouldn't call it a festival. We went to like a St. Patrick's Day party celebration on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we went over to a friend's house, and a couple of my other coworkers were there, and we sat and we played music for a while. It was a good time. I didn't take an instrument, but my buddy's got a banjo, so I was ripping on the banjo for a little bit while the other guys were just playing. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time. It makes me want to play more music. So yeah, I was Banjo Kazooie. Did a bar crawl, met these funny girls. We were crying, laughing at a sign that said "Poonfuls of Fun." Nice. Tell me more, Eric. I'm interested. Tell me more. Hey, cheers, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy spring. And let's hope this cream ale is the perfect ale for the start of spring. I bet it will be. Cheers. Ooh. That does not taste like it looks. You know, that's really good. So it was just a DJ playing music, but not EDM. That, yeah, I figured I could have guessed that kind of music, Eric. Yes, you can go to bed, Libby. Not a rave. That is super tasty. I like how even though it is listed as a cream ale, it's not stupidly sweet, like creamy sweet. It's just a nice smooth beer. Cuz some cream ales are kind of like too much like cream soda. I like cream soda, but the sweetness of cream soda isn't what I want when I'm having a beer. It's what I want when I'm having a cream soda. And so I like that this beer is not that. It's not super sweet. And it's got this I gotta have another sip and I can maybe tell you what the flavor is. It is very tasty. Howdy, Way. You did not die from doing electrical work in your house, I see, because you are here. Lovely to see you. Ooh, nice. I haven't had a Moscow Mule in a while. That is like a summertime beer to me. Nice, Eric. Nice. I guess maybe not nice for you, but all right, what's the flavor that I'm thinking of? That's funny. That's funny, Way. I don't know what to tell you, man. I've put up a couple ceiling fans in my day, but every time I do, I get pissed off more and more. It's really annoying. Moscow Mule's my drink of choice. I like Moscow Mules and I like mojitos. Those are like the summertime drinks to me. I'm a big fan of that. Vodka and yeah, what's there not to like? Okay, what flavor am I trying to think of for this beer? Because there's something there's something. Yeah, it's not super sweet creamy. Like I would expect out of a cream ale, but it is smooth. And I'd rather have the smoothness than the sweetness. Genuinely. I think the taste is better. The I don't know. I don't want something to be overly sweet, something that sticks around too much. It's just kind of a pain. Um cool billboard in Oh, I want to see Project Hail Mary really bad. That's very cool, Libby. That's very cool. I've been meaning to read the book. I haven't meaning to read the book, and I'm debating if I just see the movie and then read the book. Because like I really liked The Martian, and I also liked the movie The Martian. Like the book and the movie were very different in my opinion. And I liked them both very much respectively, you know. Like I knew that the movie would change things a little bit, but right. And the same with like I feel like The Martian, the movie has a ton of like the book is very scientific and the movie's more theatrical. Obviously, that's the point. Um It's science fiction, not fiction fiction. Right. No, I'm excited to see it. Okay. You know, this just kind of tastes like a beer. It's sweeter than a normal lager. It is smoother than a normal lager. It leaves a better feeling in your mouth. It is an ale, not a lager. It leaves a nice sweet aftertaste, even if it's not overly sweet. It's crisp. It's smooth. And I don't know, it's just a beer, you know? There's nothing crazy about it. There's nothing like deeply offensive about it either. That's just ruining my taste buds. Yes, it's beer flavor. Yep. It tastes like beer. What do you know? I don't know. When you get to something, I feel like a cream ale is a very set and standard style of beer that one, I think it's hard to mess up, but two, like it's hard to perfect. Um, so if you make a good one, it's a good one, and you got to hold on to it. I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm on a little bit of brain fog. I woke up pretty early. My work day has been a little wonky. So I'm struggling today to really piece my mind palace together. But it is very tasty. I don't know how far these distribute. I don't even remember where I bought this can. I did not buy it up in the UP. I know that. I did see it up there. And I recognized the can because I knew I had it downstairs, but distribution method, just a giant trebuchet or a big slingshot, just shooting cans across the country. And you better hope that you're not in the way of it when it lands. A cannon launcher? Sure. If I may. Can I choose not to may? I don't want to may. I do not may. That was silly. All right. Yeah, I don't. It's a beer. It tastes good. It's better than a normal lager. The thing is, I don't know what a normal ale would be. There are only two types of beer in the world, ales and lagers. What is a standard ale? Like a wheat ale, maybe? I guess. You may not want to, but you must, to quote the great game of Far. Where does it say that? Where does Farkle say that, Libby? I do love me a good game of Farkle. Genuinely. Is it that you must always at least roll once or something? I don't know. There's a bar downtown my college town called What Ails You. Fantastic bar name. I commend the owner of that bar. That is a fantastic bar. They had the name for that bar before they opened the bar. They were like, you know what we should do? We should open a bar and name it What Ails You. And then they figured out everything else. When you've used all of the dice for scoring, then you must roll again. Ah, that's it. Even if you don't want to, you must. Like puzzles. Puzzles is a great name for a bar. Why is it called Puzzles? That's the puzzle. I gotta watch Him Yim again. One of my friends is really into that show. Him and his wife watch it like once a year. I haven't seen it since like watching it while it came out on TV. But I liked that show a lot. I've been watching the new series of Scrubs, and it's not bad. There are some pieces to it where I don't like it. I've only watched the first 3 episodes. I think there's 5 now. Maybe there's only 4 episodes out. I'm gonna watch the next one tomorrow. But I don't know. I like seeing the characters again. Scrubs is my comfort show. I don't know why. I didn't watch it as a kid. I just watched it in college. But I really like Scrubs, so I'm really happy that they brought it back. I'm a little sad about some of the characters, and I won't spoil things. But we're not dropping yet. Let me I gotta write my review. Waggy gave this a 3.25. Narwhal gave this beer a 3.5. Notably. Just gotta call it out that my friends have had this beer before. Really? 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 Top view streamers. Wow. Really? Really? No. No. Get banned, son. 2 in a row, actually. Saribot's doing good. I'm getting a moderator message about someone that's coming in and trying to spam. They're trying to shill shitty websites, you know. All right, let me get a review written for this one. All right. Let me take one more sip. Wow, I'm one of the friend reviews? Yes, you are. I think you might have had this for Niltiak's bachelorette party. Because you tagged Niltiak in your check-in, but you didn't tag me. And I don't listen, I don't know what you guys do. I don't think there's ever been another time that like you guys have gone out to a brewery and I wasn't there. So it must have been that. It must have been. I've been seeing a lot of those weird ones too, Libby, recently. All right, everybody. Here's what I have to say about Grand Rabbits from Blackrocks Brewery. A pretty set standard ale, but I really enjoy the levels of sweetness to this one. It's not overly syrupy sweet, but instead has a subtle vanilla sweetness that I only notice at the very end. Otherwise, it's very smooth and pleasant. Overall, a good drinker. I'm going to give this beer a 3.5 out of 5. It's average. It is well, actually, you know what, 3.75, because it will very subtly bump up the rating of this beer. I think it could be a little better than 3.64. But yeah, it's just a good. I don't know. It's nice. It's nice. It drinks very well. I enjoy it. What did that say? Oh, Asian American market. I see. Light-bodied, smooth, creamy, and I think I'm gonna say vanilla. It's so mildly vanilla, and not vanilla like vanilla extract vanilla, but like vanilla, like something that's vanilla flavored, not like vanilla ice cream, but like vanilla. I'm trying to think of an example here that people will relate to, because the example that I can think of is it tastes like vanilla protein powder. Like that's the flavor, like kind of like Nilla wafers, like very faintly like that sweetness, like Nilla wafers. Um, I think. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but very faintly. All right, let's get it checked in. 3.75 out of 5. There we go. Alrighty. Everybody, that was beer number 664.
Here we go!
Yo,
Nilla on my wafer boy, it's Minecraft Monday.
Nilla on my wafer, boys. It's Minecraft Monday. She Nilla on my wafer till I... It's beer 664. I might have 2 this weekend, but if I don't, if I just have 1, 666 will be next week. Let's get some love burbs in chat for Chromanos, everybody. 49 months of Prime Gaming. Thank you for spending your Bezos bucks on me, everyone. Rachel, I thought I saw you come through with a very similar notification, but it didn't make any noise. So I don't know if it actually happened, but if it did happen, I appreciate you and thank you. You're the best, and I love you. And here's some love burbs. Thank you for watching this week's beer review, everybody. It was a little chaotic, as usual, but tune in next week for another one. Do I know what it's going to be yet? No. But it'll probably be good, and it will definitely be a beer. Cheers, everyone.